Hey guys, what's going on? Megan here. Just got off work, school, heading home. Answering a quick question. I get that one a lot actually. It's based on overtraining thing. They say, Megan, what exercise did you do to overtrain your arms? And to be specific, guys, it was my triceps. Quick recap. You guys know the story. I had horrible arms for years. Even when I started lifting in 2011. I'm bodybuilding in 2011. I said bodybuilding because that's when I was serious about the diet and everything like that. And in over a year, actually up to 2 years, my arms didn't grow. I mean, they grew, but like they were poofy. If you go back on my videos, you see my arms were so skinny. Everybody used to make fun of me, even Marco. And they should be like, oh, it's just not your genetic strength, whatever. You guys know I hate hearing that shit. And I was like, man, my arms are so fucking twiggy, man. I gotta do something about that. And I told you guys the story. I came home one day from the gym. The rest of my body, grew pretty well. I mean, not. It wasn't outstanding, but it was, it was decent. But my arms were just lagging, especially my triceps. And I was frustrated because I had tried everything. I came home one day, and Hannah, my baby mama, was like, "Oh my God, your arms look so skinny." And I was like, "That's it, man. That's it. That just pushed it over the top, right?" Because I was tired of hearing that. And she just said it, because she noticed it. She's like, "Oh my." So I went to the gym the next day, and I was mad. So at the end of my workout. And that's how that whole overtraining thing was actually born, right? Because it was in the back of my mind for a long time, but I really didn't put it into practice until this thing happened, which I'm about to tell you. So I went at the end of my workout, I was like, fuck it. I went to the rope pull down exercise, tricep pushdowns, and I used the rope, and I started going ham, guys. I mean, some people ask me how many reps, how many sets. I'm like, though, I can't really tell you because I was just mad. I was just focusing on, I started with a weight I could do like 10 to 12 reps, right? Since I got to failure, like around 12, I just rested like 3 seconds, right? Went again, like 3 more reps. Just kept pumping out reps and reps and reps and reps until my goal at the time was to make my arm fucking explode, right? And I was just overtraining that bitch. I was like, I don't give a fuck about overtraining. I don't give a fuck about counting reps, counting sets. I was just going. 5 reps, 3 reps, 10 reps, because like just enough to just rest, wait for the lactic acid to go away and keep going again until my arm was like a fucking balloon, right? And I was like, oh, this shit, it's not gonna fucking last. This sarcoplasmic hypertrophy is deceiving. And I went home, and the next workout I kept doing it. At the end of every workout I just kept doing it. And then I backed off for it, after a while when I was less angry. And then I went back to my normal training, and boom, my arm was just started fucking blowing out. Even when I had stopped doing overtraining things. So I told you guys it's temporary. You can't do it for the rest of your life. I mean, unless you want to. But the gains come after you recover. Give your body, give the muscle a break, and then it overcompensates. It is shock. It's like, what the fuck did this guy do to me these past 2 weeks? And my tricep blew up, right? And even everybody started asking me like, what the fuck, and Marco was the first one who actually realized. He goes, man, what the fuck? What are you doing to your triceps? And usually he calls the genetic card, but he couldn't say genetics at that point because he knew how skinny my arms were for the longest, right? And he was like, man, what the hell? My uncle was telling me, my mama finally told me, like, oh, your tricep is so huge. And I was like, man, this shit kind of works. And then it reminded me of like my uncle and the stories he used to tell me about when he first started lifting. He had no clue what he was doing, and he wanted his back to get big, and he overtrained his back, every day. And then his back is his dominant body part, and he tried it on his legs. I mentioned the stories, guy. Then Ola, the Nigerian guy who, one of our homeboys who went to the gym and did bench press every fucking day for like 3 months and had the biggest chest in the fucking gym, guys. His chest was bigger than people that have been in the gym for years. I mean, the stories go on and on. Anyway, so everything came back in my head. Thank God I keep a record of all my studies. So I was like, man, that's the secret, man, So I went back to, I started doing it. Obviously, I tried on my chest, tried on different body parts, and it worked. I tried on my legs, and I don't know if you guys saw, my legs went from looking like this to like having a nice sweep on the side. And I'm still working on it. It's just hard to overtrain your legs for too long. And so I'm getting a lot of messages saying, what is the best exercise to overtrain your arms? I didn't do it on my biceps. I only did it on my triceps. I really don't care about biceps for now. Eventually I'll be addicted to it again like I used to. Biceps used to be my obsession a long time ago. Now I really don't give a fuck. It was mostly triceps because it's the biggest part of your arm. And the only exercise I did, guys, once again, it was all by accident. It was tricep pushdowns. For one simple fact, is that it's easy to change the weight, right? To do drop sets, go back up, do triceps. Super easy. It's not hard on your joints, right? So I recommend you to do tricep pushdown because if you're gonna overtrain the muscle, you're also using your joints every fucking day. It's not just the muscle, it's the joints you're using every day. So it's gonna reduce the wear and tear in your joints and things like that. It gives you a great pump, tension all the way up and down. As much as I try to stay away from cable exercises for mass. That case was different, right? It's just overtraining, right? So it was just for the pump. I was just trying to push a lot of blood into the fucking muscle. So I recommend you, if you want to try the same thing for your triceps. I'm only gonna give you guys advice on what I did, what I tried, or what I observed. I'm not gonna tell you guys to make up some shit. So tricep pushdowns, cable, use the rope, sometimes I use the ball, but to be honest with you guys, I use the rope more than I use the ball. So that's it, guys. Take it easy. Don't forget, guys, like I said, I only use the rope, but don't worry about reps and sets during that overtraining phase, right? If you're doing it at the end or at the beginning, I prefer at the end. Once again, grab an easy exercise that's gonna target, the muscle you're trying to, work on. Tricep pushdowns are great for hitting another heads of the tricep, and just go to fucking town, right? Don't worry about reps, don't worry about sets, just fucking blow that muscle up, right? Your goal is to have a pump that you never even had before, right? That's the goal I had in mind. I was just trying to explode my fucking arm out of frustration. In my mind, I didn't think it was gonna work, but it did. So remember, just forget reps, forget sets. Go to that rope push down, whatever you call it. Begin, and then don't stop. Just keep going. Stop just to take a breath for 3 to 4 seconds and keep going, and get maximum 5 minutes, right? 5 to 10 minutes, and then you're done, all right? And you'll be amazed after you go off the recovery phase and start training again, how fast your tricep responds. I'm out of here. Different. So not everyone can follow the same diet. That's why even me, I love carb backloading, but depending on different people's questions and lifestyles, when they send me messages, I ask them, okay, what is your lifestyle like? What are your preferences like? And I assign them, I advise them to follow a diet that fits along their schedule, right? Sometimes I'll tell them to do